All right, another show on the way. It's Friday. Some of y'all might be going party on St. Patty's Day. I, for one, won't be. Because the last time I tried to go party on St. Patty's Day, it was like, you know how you get so hyped for going out? It was one of those times, so hyped for going out to St. Patty's Day. We actually went to a club, not a bar. We were so hyped driving down to San Diego from Riverside. We were so pumped. We got there, spent $40, and madly disappointed. It was the equivalent to going to the NFC Championship game or AFC Championship game and getting blown out 41-3. The drive back to Riverside was the most quietest ride I've ever been in. But before I get in to what I got to say, because we got an action-packed show today, I gotta send some links out. So hold up, wait a minute, right quick before the show start. Cause I'll be right back in 2 minutes.
Giannis loses it. Watch Giannis going to time it perfectly. Picks it up. I know what he's going to do. Going to take it to that left hand. I got to get up there, cover the cut, used by my wingspan.
Special. Multiple effort on the play. Stops the penetration of Booker. Doesn't give up. Turns, elevates, blocks the layup attempt. That's big time by Giannis.
Shot clock at 6. Bryant for 3. Puts it in. Kobe Bryant from downtown. And the Lakers regain the lead.
Giannis loses it. Watch Giannis going to time it perfectly. Picks it up. I know what he's going to do. Going to take it to that left hand. I got to get up there, cover the cut, used by my wingspan.
Special. Multiple effort on the play. Stops the penetration of Booker. Doesn't give up. Turns, elevates, blocks the layup attempt. That's big time by Giannis.
Shot clock at 6. Bryant for 3. Puts it in. Kobe Bryant from downtown. And the Lakers regain the lead.
Giannis loses it. Watch Giannis going to time it perfectly. Picks it up. I know what he's going to do. Going to take it to that left hand. I got to get up there, cover the cut, used by my wingspan.
Special. Multiple effort on the play. Stops the penetration of Booker. Doesn't give up. Turns, elevates, blocks the layup attempt. That's big time by Giannis.
Shot clock at 6. Bryant for 3. Puts it in. Kobe Bryant from downtown. And the Lakers regain the lead.
Giannis loses it. Watch Giannis going to time it perfectly. Picks it up. I know what he's going to do. Going to take it to that left hand. I got to get up there, cover the cut, used by my wingspan.
Special. Multiple effort on the play. Stops the penetration of Booker. Doesn't give up. Turns, elevates, blocks the layup attempt. That's big time by Giannis.
Shot clock at 6. Bryant for 3. Puts it in. Kobe Bryant from downtown. And the Lakers regain the lead.
Giannis loses it. Watch Giannis going to time it perfectly. Picks it up. I know what he's going to do. Going to take it to that left hand. I got to get up there, cover the cut, used by my wingspan.
Special. Multiple effort on the play. Stops the penetration of Booker. Doesn't give up. Turns, elevates, blocks the layup attempt. That's big time by Giannis.
Shot clock at 6. Bryant for 3. Puts it in. Kobe Bryant from downtown. And the Lakers regain the lead.
Giannis loses it. Watch Giannis going to time it perfectly. Picks it up. I know what he's going to do. Going to take it to that left hand. I got to get up.
All right, we're here. I actually like that intro now. I picked it for a reason. It's the definition of being in the Mamba mode, as you see Kobe at the end, and Giannis just playing defense on playing on both sides of the ball. A lost start these days for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why we continue to keep hearing this Jokic for MVP when the motherfucker don't even play defense on both sides of the court. But anyways, if y'all get in here, trying to wait for some people to get in here. Here y'all, somebody's in here. But yeah, I just don't get this whole Jokic for MVP when the dude doesn't even play defense on both sides of the court. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyways, a lot of news that came out today. First things first. I want to say R.I.P. to Lance Reddick. That happened out of nowhere today. If we don't know who Lance Reddick is, he was in The Wire. I never really watched The Wire, but I know he was in The Wire. But recently, he has been in the John Wick trilogy. I forgot his character's name in John Wick. But he was like the hotel concierge, and all three of them. I think he's in the fourth one too. But R.I.P. to him. But prayers up also to Anthony Wiggins and his family. Like nobody really knows what's going on. There was a rumor that was spread today or last night. I saw it last night, but the rumor was I'm not even gonna talk about the rumor was. If you guys seen what the rumor was, uh just type Y in the chat because I don't want to talk about it here. But if that rumor was to be true, man, oh man. But anyways, but shout out to Anthony Wiggins and prayers out to him. We all know exactly what's going on, but he hasn't played since January. I didn't know it's been 2 months. That's why the Warriors been slipping lately. But RIP to Lance Reddick, prayers to his family, and prayers to Anthony Wiggins. All right, let's get this show on the road because I actually got a lot to talk about and a little time. So, despite them blowing a big lead, and before I even get to that, I got comments. I want to get to the comments first before I get to the main topic. What's up, franchise? Back again with another live stream. Yes, I am. So you know what happened. I think we all know what happened by now. Produced by Tyler. That's a new person. Let's go, Milwaukee. I must have missed this. What's up with Wiggins? Well, I don't want to talk about it here like that because apparently it's not true. But if you guys haven't realized, he hasn't played since January, apparently. I thought he was hurt, but I guess he's not hurt. But something going on with his family. But apparently, well, the rumor was that was spread like wildfire last night because I was trying to figure out what was going on with Andrew Wiggins too. But I kind of don't want to talk about it here because it's kind of like spreading gossip. I don't want to become like wherever that gossip thing is on Fox. TMZ, but something was apparently happening with him and his girlfriend, but I guess it's not true anymore. But something's going on. Nobody knows other than I guess him, his family, and Golden State because they know what's going on, but they've been, hop skipping. So who knows? We'll find out more later, whatever it is. But yeah. Produced by Tyler. I heard the rumors too. You can't trust anyone. Watch your homies. Let's just say that. That's the clue right there. Other than that, I won't say too much. Oh, you must be talking about Fox, so when they bash black man. No, I was talking about TMZ, but I didn't know about Fox, so but I don't watch TV like that, so I wouldn't know. But we gotta talk about the Milwaukee Bucks right quick. We gotta get into that. As I was saying before, despite them losing to Golden State, the game they should have won, the Bucks still have the best record at 50-20. They clinched a playoff berth, the first playoff berth of the season, against the Phoenix Suns on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah, on Tuesday. Despite also losing to Indiana last night, I don't know what is going on. I don't know. I didn't watch the game. I ain't pay attention. I forgot they even played yesterday, but I saw the score. It was like 138 to 120 something. Like, how you guys lose to Indiana? But I thought about it at first, How many games has Milwaukee played in the last week? Since the last time I've been on here, they have played probably 5 games within 6 days. So you got Golden State, then Sacramento, Phoenix. Okay, 4 games. So you got the Warriors. Even before that, who they played before that? I think they played Orlando or something like that. So Orlando, the Warriors, Sacramento, Phoenix, and then Indiana within a week. So, and I don't think Brook Lopez played either. But yeah. But they're in prime position to get the number one seed in the East. They're 50-20. I don't think there's going to be a 60 win team this year. I don't think there's going to be one because I think the Bucks are probably going to lose probably another 2 or 3 games. So much for getting 60 wins. I think the highest win total this year for one team is probably going to be around 58 or 59. As of right now, let's see here. I don't know what's up with them losing to the Pacers. I think they were just tired, but that's not an excuse. Lack of concentration, but that also does go in with being tired too. You know, you can play so much. Let's see the NBA standings right quick. Because I forgot who's in 8th right now. Put this on the screen. Put on the screen. Share screen. Let's see here. Share. All right. So like I said, they're 50-20. They're 29-15 in the conference, 8-5 in the division. Damn. That's not so good in the division. Why does this thing not show me the whole entire thing? What is going on with this? I want to see the whole entire complete standings, not 5 teams. What's going on? All right, here we go. This is confusing even more. Get rid of that. I don't want that. This is NBA.com. So right now the AC currently is Atlanta. We gotta get to the plan, but they can play either Toronto, Washington, Miami, or Atlanta teams. They should be able to beat one of those 4. They gotta play, but after that should be interesting because either they gotta play not Milwaukee. They gotta play Cleveland or New York. But here's the thing, though. Here's the more interesting part of this whole playoff thing in the East is Boston and Philly. Boston and Philly, then it depends on Boston, or not Boston, and Brooklyn. If Brooklyn beats the 76ers in the playoffs this year, if they get the 6th seed, Joel Embiid needs to be traded. Doc Rivers needs to never coach again. James Harden needs to go to the Detroit Pistons. No, he can go to Houston Rockets. Go back to the Houston Rockets. That whole team has to be broken up, and they lose to Brooklyn Nets in the first round. But if Boston and Philly meet each other, that is going to be a ruckus already in the semifinals. Kind of similar to what happened with the Bucks and Celtics last year. But I'd say this though, for all the Milwaukee Bucks fans out there listening in the future to this, both teams are gonna be difficult to deal with if they get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I know the Bucks can beat Boston, but here's the thing about the 76ers. 76ers, despite the last time them playing each other and James Harden getting all these phantom calls, they will be a tough out simply because Joel Embiid has been balling. But we just can't rely on James Harden doing what he normally does when he gets to the playoffs, is choking. Nope. Can't rely on that anymore. So The Bucks gonna need to step up their game against both teams. There ain't gonna be none of this letting teams shoot 23s per game. No, ain't gonna be none of that like Boston last year. Let's see here. As I say, my thesis, we'll be fine. We gave them open threes. It was 19 compared to 5 made by Milwaukee. And that's another thing you brought up. I think where the Bucks get to the Bucks are falling in love with that 3-point shot way too much. And it kind of bothers me because that 3-point shot is always not going to go in. And here's the thing. Here's what Milwaukee has what other teams don't have. And I think there's only a few teams that have this that are in the playoffs, just to make sure. There's only a couple of teams that actually have this in the playoffs on both sides, including play-in teams. The Lakers got it. Denver has it. I don't know about Phoenix and LA. I don't know about Memphis either. Certainly not Golden State. Sacramento kind of has it. Boston does not have it. Philly has it, definitely. And somewhat Cleveland has it. I don't think Miami, but they got big men that can play in the post. And I feel the Bucks sometimes they got to rely on playing in the post just a little bit more than falling in love with the 3. I think they fall in love with the 3, and sometimes they shoot themselves out of the game. But that's just my thing. I got some more people up in here. Hell, Yusuke Knight. What up, man? Go through some of these comments right quick. Get too far behind. My Bulls are able to knock off that coach called Trae Young. Are the Bulls in the play-in? Bulls got to get to the play-in first. Unless you talk about tonight or something. I see Mikal breaking their heart. Man, all I gotta say is I can hear it now. If the Brooklyn Nets beat the 76ers in the playoffs, I don't care how they win. The Sixers win 1, 2, or 3 games. Just losing to them will be absolutely a killer on everybody on that team, including the ball boy. Has to get the smoke. So I know most definitely if they choke against the Brooklyn Nets, if this was to happen, I know 2 Raws gonna go in on James Harden for 20 days and 20 nights. I know ESPN is gonna be quiet about it. I know everybody on YouTube is gonna go off on it, but I know ESPN is gonna be very quiet about it. That happens. Yeah, no more excuses for James Harden. No, he got no more excuses. Bobby, that's why you have Bobby and Miles got a couple of dunks the other night. Outside of Giannis, though, we have to give a standing ovation to Brook Lopez. I thought he was done last year. After that back surgery, I thought maybe they should move on from him, but he came back this season hungry. He came back playing defense. He's also come back playing offense as well. That's the thing about Milwaukee. It's different from a lot of teams. They have a whole bunch of two-way players. They have a whole bunch of two-way players on the team. You got Drew Holiday, you got Brook Lopez, you also got Giannis out there playing both sides of the court. But yes, here it is right here. Brook should be Defensive Player of the Year. Yes, he should. He should. They give it to somebody else. We know what's really going on. They don't even want to get an MVP, to be honest. I also noticed Coach Bud hasn't played Jerry Crowder much, or I don't know what's going on with that. I feel like he has played Javon Carter a lot. Because when Javon Carter go out there, he actually plays on both sides. But I don't know why he's not playing Jay Crowder. it's mind-boggling to me why he's not playing. Y'all wanted him so badly. Y'all traded for him. You gave away your youth in Jordan Nwora was on the Pacers now. What's the point of trading away your youth and not playing Jay Crowder? He did the same thing to Serge Ibaka last year. My dad was wondering the same thing. He's like, what the heck did he get Serge Ibaka for? Trading away the youth once again in DiVincenzo and not do anything with him. And I think the Bucks somewhat miss DiVincenzo because as much as I say he was falling on Saturday night against the Bucks, they need his energy because he's still young and he's willing to play defense. Now, offensive wise, he could be better from what I'm seeing with him on the Warriors, but they really miss his defensive presence. I'd rather had him start in front of Grayson Allen. Right on cue. Grayson Allen has been playing absolute dog water. Yes, he has. He make a couple threes and they just keep him in there. It's like, no, he need to play on both sides. Yep, they can. Crowder plays. Just wait till the playoffs. We like, I hope he plays. What's the point of getting him and you're not gonna play him? It's ridiculous. Even if Allen's cold, we got multiple shooters, snipers. See, that's another issue. If they all them shooters go cold, that's gonna be an issue. But Chris Middleton needs to step up. Ain't none of this freaking losing the ball, turning the ball over. That was one thing that burned me up on Saturday. Freaking Drew Holiday turning that ball over. And then Chris Middleton turning the ball over back to back. I don't know what both of them was thinking. All Drew Holiday had to do was walk the ball to court. I don't know why he's rushing in between two people. And I don't know what the hell Chris Middleton was doing. Do the Bucks miss PJ Tucker, friends? He's probably one of the last remaining enforcers. Yeah. But they had other people enforcing. You see what Brook Lopez did on Monday with Trey Lyles. What Trey Lyles did was a punk move. I think they got multiple people that can play enforcers. So you got Brook, who's ready to, Brook Lopez, the whole Lopez brothers, they ready to freaking throw hands at any minute. And then you got crazy eyes Bobby Portis ready to throw. And then he possibly got Jay Crowder, because I've seen Jay Crowder in the past getting people's faces without hesitation. So they got three people who can do it. And the other three, meaning Giannis and Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton, let them worry about playing. Let the others worry about enforcing. I haven't seen Giannis pissed off in a long time. I haven't seen Giannis pissed off since the bubble. Ingles back in rhythm. Yes, he is. He went 5 for 6 against the Warriors. Too bad it was wasted. The people's turnover. We don't need PJ. That's Crowder's role. That's true. But Coach Bud need to put him out there. Yeah, he ready to throw. Both of them Lopez brothers ready to throw. I was watching the highlights of Robin Lopez a couple years ago, ready to fight Serge Ibaka. He ain't waste no time. I hope the Bucks keep Ingles. Here's the thing about them. Eventually, they're going to need to get younger because everybody, with the exception of probably Grayson Allen, Javon Carter, Giannis himself. Who else is young on that team that plays a lot? Bobby Portis, as for now. Those dudes are still in their 20s, but everybody else is in their 30s. Chris Middleton, 31. Drew Holiday, my age, 32. Jay Crowder, my age, 32. Brook Lopez is 33, 34. They old. I think Joe Ingles is 35, 36. They're going to have to get younger eventually. It can't be playing with I think they have the oldest team in the league right now, if I'm not mistaken. If I reckon. But how do you feel about Marjon Sealing? He seems timid to me. I forgot all about him. I seriously forgot all about him. They need to put him in right. They do need to put him in more so he can get rid of that timidness. He ain't gonna feel comfortable unless you get more reps out there playing. Cause I do see a little bit of potential with him, but it's gonna take some time eventually. Because I think he only played at junior college or somewhere like that. So junior college and went to the G League or something like that. But it's gonna take time. Everybody can't come out of high school or college like LeBron or something like that. All right. We'll move on to the next topic of this. Skip has been real quiet on Westbrook since the Clips got their ribbon together. I don't understand. I didn't make a video. I don't understand Shannon's comparing Westbrook to Donald Trump. I didn't get that one. What the Hold on right quick. Did my computer just freeze? Hold on. Hold up. What the frick is going on? Hold on. My cursor is not working. Let's see something quick. Hold on. Hold on. See something right quick. Something not working. Hold on. Hold on. It's even the delay. What the hell's going on with this thing? Hold on. It's even the delay. What the hell's going on with this thing? Hold on. It's even the delay. What the hell's going on with this thing? Hold on. It's even the delay. What the hell's going on with this thing? Hold on. How am I able to do that but can't get off this thing? What is wrong with my mouse? Hold up. Wait a minute. I'll try something right quick. Hold on right quick, people. Try this. Yeah, I'm back. Something happened to my mouse. The mouse just got frozen up like that. I don't know what happened. Let me read through these chats before I go to the next topic right quick. So I got more. Javon had a higher ceiling than I thought. Yeah, he's really going out there hustling. He's really proving himself. Because I think for the last couple of years he's been buried on the Nets bench and then he's buried on the Suns bench. Had to see the scene. It's weird though. He had to see the same team that he's playing on win the championship. Crazy. Shannon becomes irrational when it comes to LeBron. That comparison makes more sense for him. Yes, it does. That was like basically calling the kettle black right there. Restarting. I'm good now. What's my mouse just froze up for some reason? Coach Bud might have put a curse on your stream. Yeah. That would be another reason the Bucks, if they was to lose, it'll be him. Because sometimes, man, God, I forgot they got Gorgon Dragic. I don't know what they doing with him. Does the Celtics miss Ime Udoka? Yeah, they do. Because I don't think, as Ticket TV calls them, cockeyed coach is going to do it for them. All right. We'll see what happens with the Bucks. I think their next game is against Toronto on Sunday, so they got some time to rest. I want to get to this whole John Morant thing. This whole sit down with John Morant. So, let me take this off real quick. I want to talk about John Morant right quick on his interview with Jalen Rose. So, no, that's not the one I wanted to do. Present and share. I was scared of Celtics with Ime. But I still have faith the Bucks. I had faith that the Bucks would win that series. It just you know, that game 7 was terrible. That game 6 was terrible as well, too. All right. Here it is.
News tonight. I'm Richard Ransom. We have a lot to get to, but first,
all right. I want to talk about this John Morant video right quick. So a lot of people had a lot to say about this interview. So I'm going to play it right quick. Fair use, YouTube. I got to say that.
Exclusive interview with John Morant. It just cleared from ESPN after we learned that he was suspended for 8 games by the NBA. That suspension will be retroactive, meaning he will only miss 2 more games before he's eligible to play again. ESPN wrapped up an interview with John Morant a short time ago that we've been given an exclusive right to share with you now. All right, here it is, a 2-minute excerpt of the rest. The rest will be shown later on SportsCenter on ESPN. Here it is.
You're 23 years old. You're a superstar. You're one of the faces of the NBA. What has the last 10 or 11 days been like for you, and how are you doing?
Me personally, I feel mentally good that I haven't, been in, many years. I'm in a space where I'm, very comfortable. I was constantly, talking to therapists. I've been doing, Reiki treatment. I've been doing anxiety breathing, different stuff to, help me manage that and, release, all that stuff from my body.
But when did you say, I'm going to do this and it's necessary?
You know what? Here's what I had to say with that. That's a cop-out. I forgot who it was that said that when dudes get in trouble these days, they always try to use mental illness as an excuse for their behavior. You know what? I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. You know that you can't be on Instagram Live carrying around weapons, flashing them on Instagram Live for the world to see. That had nothing to do with your anxiety. Matter of fact, it made your anxiety even worse now. Because everybody been on your head for almost 2 weeks now. So, I call cap. But anyways, let's move on.
Now that I made a, terrible mistake, being inside a club and, went live, I put myself in, a bad position. And also it's, my daughter. There's times where she even tell me if she's, had a bad day. And I feel like, if she can tell me that, then, I can be able to go and talk to somebody as well.
Here's another thing. He has a daughter. You have a daughter. You're in the NBA. You just lost that night against the Denver Nuggets. Why in the hell are you at a Denver strip club? Why? That tells me he's not focused at all. He's not focused on the game. He ain't focused on what stuff that matters. The only two things that matters is your business, meaning your job, and your family. The outside stuff, like strip clubs, hanging on the block, hanging with rappers and all that crap, whatever, that is not important. That's the problem with the black youth these days. They focus on the wrong thing. There was no reason in the world that you should be in a club after you just lost to the Denver Nuggets. All right.
You at the spot, Shotgun Willie's. I've been there. You are holding a gun. And we both know how dangerous that can be. Whose gun were you holding?
Well, the gun wasn't mine. It's not who I am. I don't condone any type of violence, but I take full responsibility for my actions. Made a bad mistake, and I can see the image that I painted over myself with my recent mistakes. But in the future, I'm gonna show everybody who Ja really is, what I'm about, and change this narrative.
I think that's the end of it right there for that stream. All right. You don't condone violence. You said the gun wasn't yours. You should know damn well, once again, you should not be carrying around a weapon and then put it on Instagram Live when you're one of the faces of the league. I just don't get that at all. I don't get that reasoning. I don't get that type of excuse. But let me go to the comments. I'm seeing you guys are cooking in the comments what you guys got to say. I want to go to the comments. Yeah, Ja the Don Morant is back at it again. Nikolai, I haven't seen you in here in a minute. Yes, the Bucks can absolutely win the championship as long as they play right and focus. Man, I don't have any pity towards Morant whatsoever. Don't care. He did it to himself. I have to say yes. He did do it to himself. I don't care how old you are. As an adult, 23, 24, in the NBA, you shouldn't be doing that at all. My whole problem is, and I go refer back to Kyrie. Kyrie just posted a link, right, to a movie that was 4 or 5 years old now, right? Nike gets rid of him, which probably some people are saying Nike was planning on getting rid of him for the longest time. Regardless, Nike gets rid of him. They get Ja Morant, and Ja Morant does something I think is way worse than what Kyrie did. No discipline at all. At least Powerade did something. I think Ja is saying because his block is getting too hot with the ops, as young kids would say. That's another issue. The music. If you saw Ja Morant, I think he shared his playlist where he listened to before games. Nothing but ops music. That NBA YoungBoy, all that stuff. Not saying, this is what I'm going to say about it. Not saying that it's wrong for him to listen to it, but you can tell he's been influenced by it. Because I don't listen to NBA YoungBoy, but some of the music, I know, they talk about ops this, op that, gonna freaking go down the ops block, shoot them up, bang, bang. Yes. We all listen to that at one point in time. Doesn't mean you should act on it. You know what I mean? You got to tell the difference between real life and being in the fantasy. Let's keep moving on. These comments. Grown ass man, plus he has a daughter and his fool booty looking, going to strip clubs, drinking and party, a rich fool. That's what I'm saying. There's no reason to do that. You just lost a game against the Denver Nuggets. Nobody saw Kobe do that. Kobe never did anything goofy like that. Jordan never did. Well, Probably went gambling, but Kobe never did anything like that. Excuses. Real problem is expecting athletes to be role model. It's not so being much of being a role model. It's just, it's not. Let me say this. Yes, we expected them to be role models, and yes, they shouldn't be looked at as role models. But here's the thing: the kids in the black community gonna see John Morant, and they see him as a role model. Which is the sad part about it, is because they should be looking at their daddy as a role model. But as we know, in some parts of the black community, the daddy ain't always around. So guess what? He's either rappers or athletes the black kids looked up to, and he's one of them. So they see him toting around acting like an idiot. Guess what? They gonna act like him. Yep, rappers too. Exactly. Nobody should look to a rapper as a role model. Well, not these rappers these days. I will look to Drake to be a role model. I will look to NBA Youngboy, 21 Savage, maybe rappers like Kendrick, maybe J. Cole, maybe rappers like Larry June, but I wouldn't look to these rappers they got out now. No. Not to mention he's been hanging out with his mafia instead of watching out for his kid. Yep. There's a video of him out here where I'm at. He with his whole gang and his dad. His dad sitting there drinking back-to-back tequila shots. What does that tell you? His dad ain't acting like a dad. His dad acting like he part of the gang. Even Stevens Adams tried to warn him. See, that's the problem. And that's the problem so many others having, particularly Tiki TV was having, where Dillian Brooks said they don't need no Carmelo or Dwight Howard or any veterans. They don't need them. Apparently they do. Because y'all don't got no structure on their team. Coach can't do everything. They need somebody to reel these boys in. His dad has something to do. His dad has something big time to do with this. Tell him to stop bullying and flashing guns at kids. I don't understand that one either. He likes that G image, but too mainstream at this point. Yeah, it is, because everybody wants to be like that. Because that's what everybody likes. That's what the women, especially, that's another reason why some of these dudes act like that. The women, no matter what race they are, they can be black, Asian, Latina, white. Some of these women like that type of dude. I don't know why. It's even sadder when someone like that type of dude and they're in their 30s. If you like a dude, a street dude in your 30s, something wrong. All I gotta say. And Power dropped him. Power Age on wishes a loss of money. Yeah, I think he's set to lose 40 million. Yeah, he's set to lose 40 million. But to keep on going, to keep moving, because I'm gonna close this out right quick. I want you guys hear. I don't know if you guys hear what Michael Wilbon said. But Michael Wilbon said something that everybody needs to that needs to be heard. Get rid of this. Stop screen. Screen. Yeah, you guys gotta hear what Michael Wilbon had to say. Fair use, y'all.
And talk like this. I'm not in a permissive mood. I understand we get paid to talk about and react to every one of these steps along the way. That's our job, and we're going to do that. But I don't care about what he says right now. When I say I don't care, I want to hear it, but that's not what it's going to be judged on. What's he going to do about his posse and the people that he may have to? Jalen talked about this 2 weeks ago. What's he going to do about the people that you have to divorce yourself from and say, out? You're out the door now. What's he going to do to express he understands that obligation? Do, not talk.
Yes. That's the thing about these days. A lot of dudes talk, but they got no actions. Like these dudes talk about, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Especially when they like get in a fight or threaten you something. I'm gonna whoop your ass and don't do anything. All they do is talk. They need actions.
How's he gonna change his behavior? What is that gonna be like? Who's he gonna listen to? When you are 23 years old, you need to have somebody else to listen to, and that is also incumbent upon the Memphis Grizzlies. I understand that Adam Silver is not a hanging judge like his predecessor might have been. And that's fine because the league has worked just fine under Adam Silver as well. But
I don't know about that one.
I want to see.
Pause that real quick. I don't know about that one. As much as everybody hated David Stern, he at least kept the league the way it was during the 2000s and 90s. Now, since Adam Silver's been there, we all know we got crazy, goofy stuff like the play-in, all these new rule changes, and yeah. So I'd rather have, as much as people don't like David Stern, I wasn't a big fan of him myself, but we need a David Stern type commissioner in the NBA because right now, man, Jesus.
What the behavior is, man. What's the behavior going forward? I don't want to hear contrition. Everybody expresses contrition. Who doesn't express contrition? Who's going to roll up into the commissioner's office and say, I ain't into being contrite? Everybody's going to express contrition. I'm sorry, remorse. I got that. Come on, you ain't the only one been 23. Believe it or not, all the people on this set have been 23 and done some things we'd like to have back. And we express contrition. What now? What are you going to do? You just lost $700,000 in pay, in salary. What about the money from the soft drink that was supposed to launch? What about the money from Nike that was supposed to launch with those shoes? What about the kids who look up to you? You're like a Pied Piper. There's real intellect and charisma in Ja Morant. Do you feel that responsibility?
There you go. We may not think these basketball players, well, I don't keep it at basketball players. These basketball players should be role models, but they are role models. Like he just said, you got kids looking at him. You got kids looking at him do this goofy stuff. Either some of these kids can be like, I can't rock with this. Or you got some kids gonna try to do what he do. Moving on.
I don't want to hear it. I want to see it. And I'm sorry if I'm the old man saying, get off my lawn, and I'm older than everybody on that set. But I've been around a long time, and I've heard a lot of promises. When I was young, I probably made some promises. I got to see some action. I want to see it now. I want to believe in Ja Morant. Talk about basketball. We already believe in his basketball. What are we going to see moving forward from him now? That is on him. Not for us to show love, pat on the back, support, none of that. This is up to him and the support systems, I hope, that are in place for him.
And that's the end of that video. But yeah, everything that Michael Wilbon said in that clip was right. It was definitely right. No more talk. Let's see the action. And his dad need to stop acting like a kid and start getting in his son's face. As we all know, some parents don't like being parents these days. They like being kids or best friends to their kids. Just a little history about me. So I know exactly what Ja Morant is going through right now when it comes to this. So back when I was 16, 15, right? Story time. When I was around that age, I could have been influenced by the music. I definitely was influenced by music. I was probably still listening to it now, but I get it now. Back in the day, I was listening to whatever gangster rap you can listen to. Listen either Dipset, G Unit, NWA, whatever, right? And not knowing anything else because of a rockhead ass 15, 16-year-old, thought I was really can be a gang maker and all that stuff. Wearing the long white tees, long black tees, baggy shorts, baggy pants, baseball hats, whatever, Air Force Ones, whatever you can wear. back in the day. Really think you about that life, knowing damn well. Well, I was actually born in the hood of Milwaukee, but my parents said enough of this hood stuff. We got money now. We moving to the burbs. But living my life most in the burbs, my freaking dad and mom pat me on the head, pelting me on the head like freaking My Wife and Kids. I forgot the name of the dad, but you get what I'm saying. My dad used to hit me like Junior. Mom used to do the same thing. So, son, why you going out here looking like you're a gangbanger? You're not no gangbanger. You ain't from no hood. You know he's born in the hood, but we moved you out of there. You ain't no hoodlum. You from the burbs. So guess what my parents did? They told me, you ain't buying no more white tees. No more of these white tees. We stopped buying white tees. They made me wear polo shirts. Yes, polo shorts. They made me wear polo shorts for the rest of my junior year. But you guess what happened when I start wearing polo shorts for the rest of the year? The girls start coming out of nowhere. It's funny how that happens, right? But eventually I did grow out of that phase. My senior year, I started wearing more polos, Pumas, less baggy shorts. Less baggy jeans. I started wearing hats. Actually, I didn't go to high school in California. Milwaukee. I went to high school in California. So less baggy jeans, less baggy shorts. And now, skip forward to now. I ain't wearing none of that anymore. I ain't wearing with that gangbanging mentality because it's goofy. The gangbanging mentality will leave you in the grave or leave you in jail or leave you broke. But apparently these days, these kids like acting like gangbangers, got tatted all up and all this stuff. That's one of the reasons why I ain't tatted all up. Because one, everybody's tatted up these days. Two, no, I'm good with that. I'm good with my own skin. Nowadays, I'm dressed like I'm freaking 2006 Pharrell. But anyways, that's what Ja has to do. Somebody needs to get in his face. His dad, I know it's probably too late for all that, 23, 24, but somebody needs to get in his face and tell him you ain't doing anything. This gang banging stuff, acting like you a gang banger, this ain't gonna do it. We losing money. We losing money. We lost the Powerade stuff. Stop all this. You too old to be doing this freaking stupid ass stuff. You got a daughter now. You need to be thinking about your daughter and your career, not to be thinking I'm in the trenches when you never been in the trenches. Me and John Morant was born in the same type of atmosphere, or living in the same type of atmosphere. The burbs. By 24, 23, however old he is now, I wasn't thinking about being in the trenches anymore. That was for kids to do. 16-year-old. I grew out of that. That's all I gotta say about the situation. I think a lot of other people said something about it. I think Cameron and Mace said something about it. They said the same thing. Mace, I think it was either Mace or Cameron said that John Morant would be the first player to get drafted to the NBA and try to get drafted into the hood. It's freaking ridiculous. But let me get to these comments right quick. Thanks for addressing all the comments tonight. Shout out to Produced by Tyler. This is his first time seeing it in there, but thanks for that. Adam Silver has been on his knees for all these players when he starts changing the rules last season. Players complain about not getting calls. He reverts back to getting on his knees again. Yep. David Stern ruled with an iron fist and got the respect from everybody. Yep. Ja's dad needs to stop acting like he's part of the mafia. And the mom, too. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the mom. But John, the most important thing is he needs to lead his son. He needs to get on his son. Yep, kids sagging their pants, hanging around the road. Cry, stay away from that. Girls used to call me corny back in the day. Well, Milwaukee women are different from California women. Milwaukee women would call you corny if he was a square. But once it got to California, it was somewhat the reversal. But then again, I integrated myself with different types of women. from different races. So I don't know. But yeah, this should be a lesson to John Morant. Get your act together. Stop with all the goofballness. Another thing he probably needs to stop freaking cutting your eyebrows. Now, I may not agree with all the way with Gilbert Arenas. I know what Gilbert Arenas was trying to say with John probably need to cut the dreads, but at least stop cutting your eyebrows like that. That's all I got to say. But that's pretty much all I want to say about that situation. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis. What are we going to do about Anthony Davis? So I guess the word around town is, from what I heard from different sources, that either Anthony Davis, well, it's not either. He might be out of there by the end of the season. Who knows with Anthony Davis? I still want the smoke from people who are Anthony Davis supporters, but none of them came out because they probably agree with me that this fool is soft. I don't know what the truth is because now they're saying that the team was cleared him to play, so he can play, but Anthony Davis said the team was holding him back from playing. Who knows what the true story is? But if I was Anthony Davis, I said, F all y'all, Lakers organization. Y'all want to go to the playoffs, right? And let me play. I'm not saying Houston's going to be easy to beat, but I know if I went out there, I'm talking from Anthony Davis' perspective, I know how good I'm better than anybody on the Houston Rockets. I'm going out there and putting 50 on their head. At least 40. I'm having a big game against them. But did he do that? No. So, once again, this is on both the Lakers and AD. So, currently they're in a nice spot. They're 34-36 right now, I think. I think they play against the Dallas Mavericks tonight. That should be a good game. So, who knows how that's going to happen, but once again, I'm going to say this one more time. I no longer want to hear Anthony Davis in the same sentence as Giannis anymore when it comes to best power forwards currently right now. I don't even want to see Anthony Davis in the top 20 no more. Yeah, I'm going that far. Like I said in my video yesterday, I'm going that far. I am putting 20 power forwards in front of him. I'm putting his mentality is what it puts him that low. I'm sorry. And he deserves all the smoke he's been getting for the last couple of days. So I know Basketball Facts went out. I know Basketball Facts went on him deeply, roasting his ass yesterday. It was necessary. It was needed because there's no way in the world that he should not have played. I mean, that he should have played. Or he should have played against the Houston Rockets. Comments. Maybe reporters can stop asking him about his workout routine so he don't get mad again. Anthony Davis' workout routine is sitting at home playing Xbox. That's his workout routine. Remember he said before the season started, the last time he touched the basketball, I think this was late in the offseason, but he said the last time he touched the basketball was April. What does that tell you about Anthony Davis right there? What does that tell you? See, this is the difference between Anthony Davis and Giannis. Anthony Davis probably spent the last 2 off seasons not doing a damn thing, but being on Xbox or PS5, whatever he got. Giannis, on the other hand, he probably did take a break after they won a championship. But Giannis last year took some time off, and then he was back in the lab. And then he got to go play in the Euro Basketball League tournament, putting up big numbers. As we all know, it's tougher to play overseas, especially in those leagues. because the court is smaller, the spacing is smaller than what it is in the NBA, and he was still putting up big numbers. This goes to all you media freaking bozos out there that keep trying to put Jokic in front of Giannis or even Embiid. People forget last year or last summer during that Euro Basketball League, Giannis was still putting up big numbers in a tougher competition, less spacing, and he won the MVP of that tournament and almost got his team to win that whole thing. So what are we talking about here? About him having no skill? Y'all haters out there, all y'all haters out there, and Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, whoever else that craps on Giannis's name, all y'all a bunch of freaking hoes out there. Yeah, I said it. Pardon my language for anybody out there. That's what y'all are. A bunch of nincompoops. People forget about that. He did better than what Jokic did in that tournament, what Luka did in that tournament, or anybody else I can't think of that plays in the NBA. So stop playing on Giannis's name. Man, if they win this year, they win the championship this year, 20 days, 20 nights, I'm going ham on everybody. And I hope it's against Jokic. I either hope it's against Jokic or KD. If it's against Jokic, I am bringing hailstorm on Jokic for 40 days, 40 nights. Same day with KD, 40 days, 40 nights. I'll be on here every day. I'm putting up at least a video every day during the summertime about Giannis beating one of those two. Go to the comments. And remember, Laker fans say he was better than Tim Duncan. He ain't better than no Tim Duncan. Laker fans are. You know what Laker fans are sometimes? These are Laker fans. These are Laker fans right here. This is what I think of Lakers fans. Pause.
Delusions.
Bunch of delusional people. That's what they are. Even though I do know some Laker fans that actually are fans of Giannis. Actually, I don't think they're Laker fans anymore. I think they're more Bucks fans than Laker fans now because LeBron just killed that team. All right, back to the comments. Nikolai, LBJ is to blame for true straight season failures, constant nagging, drama, constant demands for roster changes. Clearly doesn't want to take a backseat in inefficient games. Yep. But you can't say that to the freaking LaQuire. The LaQuire have a freaking fit. He is probably 60-70% to blame for the Lakers' failures of recently. I don't think LA hasn't traded AD because he's so exotic, even with the inconsistencies, but it might be time. I don't know what team will take him. That's the thing. What team can possibly take him? I don't think. I'm trying to think all the teams that are good right now. I don't think Sacramento wants to tank. I think they're good with Sabonis. Maybe he can go to Houston or Detroit, the Siberias of the NBA right now. Because I don't think not that many people will take him due to his injury history and to him just not having that it factor. And why did he still have in the top 75 last season? The original AD is miles better. They need to recount the top 75 because I'm going to say it like this. AD, I like Damian Lillard, but he shouldn't be in there. I seriously don't think James Harden should be in there. Sorry. And Adrian Dantley probably should be in there. I'm going to say this for the 800th time. Joe Dumars, Tony Parker, Dwight Howard. Am I forgetting anybody? Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, maybe Klay Thompson. Am I forgetting anybody else that deserves to be in the top 75? Please put it down in the comments down below if I'm forgetting somebody. Let's go. I don't think they traded I don't think they'll trade AD because he says that. I don't think they ever will, low key. I don't think they can. I don't know who wants him. They certainly ain't trading for Kyrie Irving. If I was Dallas, I wouldn't do that. Now that I think about it, would you trade him? AD to Dallas for Kyrie? It'd be a stupid ass trade. I know that much. But it wouldn't surprise me if Lakers did something stupid like that. Giannis deserves to win MVP this year. I had Jokic above until recently, but that losing streak they had and Jokic being outplayed in key matchups has changed my opinion. Giannis is the MVP favorite. I will put Giannis and Embiid above Jokic. But I don't know why ESPN hasn't got on that yet. It's amazing. And why does LeBron complain about AD getting hurt? You bring him here, LeBron? I don't get that either. See, LeBron is smiling in your face, and then he'll talk about you behind your back, and then smile in your face again like he didn't say anything about you behind your back. That's the type of person LeBron is, as we haven't know already. And to be fair, last season I think Embiid deserved the MVP award more than Jokic. Yeah, he probably did. That's why Embiid probably was in his feelings last playoffs, which I don't get. Hey, I'm a Laker fan. Don't do me like that. Well, I did clarify. I said not all Laker fans act like that. Just some. And I don't even think they're really Laker fans. They probably LeBron James fans posing as Laker fans. Because real Lakers fans ain't really kicking it like that with LeBron. Matter of fact, like I said before, some stopped being Laker fans, became other teams' fans until LeBron leaves. But they also turn their back on AD because they think he's soft. For the Laker fans I know back in California. If LeBron really wanted AD to carry the team, then that doesn't, he don't sacrifice. Because LeBron still wants on the glory and the credit. Because you know if they was to win, you see what happened during the bubble. LeBron wins the MVP. He get all the glory. Everybody else is just freaking just there. Nobody's taking AD. Lakers are stuck with him, same as LBJ. They both stuck with each other. Yeah, I think that's going to be the reality until one is done with AD's done with his contract and LeBron retires, which I don't think is going to happen. Well, from that, I heard a few years ago that rumors AD wants to go play for the Bulls. God, I hope my Bulls don't make that move. Yeah. Yep, I hope that don't happen. Kyrie's a free agent next season. Keep forgetting that. Thanks for letting me know, remind me about that. Well, I know one thing. I don't think Kyrie wants to go to back to LeBron. I think he's done with that. I think that part in Kyrie's life is done. I don't think he wants to deal with that circus. I got one more. I'm going to go to the next topic. Honestly, franchise, now that I think about LeBron, might ship AD to Chicago to get Zach LaVine in return because he's Clutch Sports. Yeah, that possibly could happen. Somebody recently today fired Clutch Sports as a agent. I forgot who that was. Somebody please put in the chat below. Who was the person? It was news today that somebody got rid of Clutch Sports as their client. How do I feel about the Suns? You must be new here. See, me living right in the middle of Suns country, it's quite funny because I think produced by Tyler's new here. I think this is his first time probably hearing about this. So 2021, right? When the Bucks played the Suns, they go up 2-0. Suns fans are hooting and hollering, driving down the street, Suns flags everywhere, excited as hell, talk about they can't wait to go to the parade. And then they realize they got to go back to Milwaukee and play 2 more games possibly there. As we all know, Milwaukee ties it up. They still talking. They burning Giannis's jersey outside. What's it called now? Footprint Center now. Yeah, just straight burning his jersey. Still talking mess. I gotta keep my head low and everything. because I can't say too much. If I say something, I might get jumped by a bunch of Suns fans on my way to work or to the grocery store. So I kept my mouth shut because I'm outnumbered out here, right? Even though there are a lot of Milwaukee, a lot of people from Wisconsin out here, but I don't know who they are. So I kept quiet. And then I kept quiet all the way up until they won the finals. And there's no Suns fans to be found. Same thing as last year after Luka beat them. Nowhere to be found. And how I feel about the Suns, they got no defense and they're putting all their money on KD. And we seen what happens to KD when he gets real defense put on him. Exhibit A. Last year, first round against the Boston Celtics. Right now, these Suns fans are riding hard on KD right now. They think KD is going to be their savior. But all you got to do is ask a Nets fan what has happened to them since KD left. I mean, when KD was on their team, and you realize nothing happened. So, the Suns, I don't even think the Suns can get out the West. I think the Clippers can get them. The Clippers can get them. Shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if Memphis or the Kings get them. But I know the Suns can probably beat the Warriors. They probably can beat I think they can beat Denver. They can definitely beat the Lakers. Now here's the thing. If can Dallas beat the Suns this time around? Again, for a second time in a row. That's the true question. Nerlens Noel? That was somebody else. Sounds like we went through the same thing. I'm an AZ, but born in Glendale, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah, I had to keep my head down. But shoot, I don't know if you went out the day they won and the Bucks won. I went downtown. There was no one to be found. It was a ghost town. Matter of fact, it was a ghost town around the whole city. It was quiet as a tomb. I didn't even hear a freaking car alarm beep. They all went inside. Quiet as a whistle. But when I went back to Milwaukee a week later, go to a funeral, we still celebrating. That was funny. We know what happens when D Books gets double teamed. Yeah, he don't. Devin Booker don't like Drew Holiday. He feared Drew Holiday. Who was? Oh, that was LeBron. I remember this video of LeBron. He's sitting there, and he kind of looks the other way, and he's like, "Damn it!" And I think it was either somebody was coming back into the game. I think it was Kawhi coming back into the game. That's how Devin Booker is when he sees Drew Holiday. He's like, damn it. He got nightmares over that. Suns are a rival, definitely, but low-key KD is God, bro. They're coming out the West. Now KD get freaking lumped up like he did against the Celtics. He ain't. That's the thing. Everybody can get lumped up there. Devin Booker don't like having pressure on him. Chris Paul old as hell. They don't even like holding Chris Paul. They just let him shoot. Never been a guy who likes this foolish behavior, burning jerseys, fighting with opposing fans. I can have a basketball discussion with everyone. It's all respect and just a sport. The fact that Suns fans are so arrogant, they went to Milwaukee and tried to do the same thing, but they got shut down. It's like, y'all stupid. You don't go to Milwaukee. People don't know Milwaukee. You don't go to Milwaukee looking for a fight. Because next thing you know, you're going to have 10 goons on you. They're like wolves out there. Kobe's ghost should tell D-Boy they can't be legendary. Kobe's ghost came to Devin Booker after that game 6 and looked at him like, I thought you can be my hair. I was wrong. Don't wear my shoes ever again. Bucks are the most consistent in the East outside of Celtics and Philly. I don't see anybody else challenging the Bucks in the East. Nikolai, here's the thing about that. Philly might give them a tough time, But it all depends on what happens. 'Cause I know this matchup is going to happen. It's going to be Celtics Philly, that semi finals round, unless something else happens to both teams. Keep going through. You guys are coming in here. Drew rips Brooke at the end of every game. It happens 2 out of 3 times. I'm starting to realize that too. That's why he don't like seeing him. He's scared of him. I don't know about that, Tyler. If Jokic wins his 3rd MVP, he has to show us if he can come out the West and win the finals. If Jokic wins MVP, he better absolutely get to the NBA Finals and win it. If he doesn't, I already made this video earlier this week. If he does not win the NBA Finals, there will be hell on him. There will be 10 videos a day me bashing him. Not just bashing Jokic, because it ain't really his fault. It'll be me bashing everyone who keeps putting Jokic at the top of the MVP ladder. That's what the videos will be about. Not so much Jokic. All these people caping for him. But it's too early to talk about potential fans matchup. It's unpredictable. Yes, it is. We just talk about hypotheticals. Is anybody watching the NCAA basketball tournament? Because I watched a couple of games. I missed Marquette playing. Marquette is a 2 seed. I think they beat Vermont. They play Michigan State on Sunday, I think. Yeah. But here's the thing about the brackets and all that college basketball tournament. I used to be really into it, right? I'm a 3-time bracket champion. But some reason this year I just can't get into it. I don't know why. Maybe if Marquette continues to keep winning. Maybe. But Marquette has a tendency to let you down. Because I think this is their first time making it out of their first round in some years. And I was just glad they didn't get upset by Vermont today. Because that would have been terrible. Because I think I've seen people actually pick Marquette to win the whole thing. But when it comes to college basketball teams in Wisconsin, they've been very disappointing. I think the last time a college basketball team in Wisconsin did so was Wisconsin in 2015 when they went to the national championship game against Duke. And we all know how that went. But anyways, but yeah, I'll keep watching. Maybe I might make some videos on Marquette to keep going through the tournament. They don't factor defense enough to MVPs. It's sad. No, they don't. Which they should. Which is stupid. I don't get it. I better not hear the media try to protect him, Kalka. Yeah, you know you know that's gonna happen. If they get to the finals and lose, that's gonna happen. I think some of y'all. Last topic of today, before I go off, I think some of y'all might have seen these videos. Have you guys watched Tiki TV's videos recently of the past, probably say day or so, last couple hours, with him being on Player's Choice? That is the reason. If you guys have, what they're doing on that show every time Tiki comes on there is one of the reasons why you'll never catch me on that show. I listen to some of these Player's Choice streams, and what I've been hearing gets me high blood pressure. Ever since I heard Harden was better than AI, I have had high blood pressure. Also, them saying that the players of the past, 90s and 80s, even 70s, couldn't play in today's league as astronomically brain dead, bankrupt, stupid ass takes I ever heard in my life. I don't get why these kids, some of these dudes are kids, they're probably born in 2000, 2002, talking about Jordan couldn't play in today's league with all the lack of defense. Jordan, as we continue to say this, Jordan will put up 40 and 50 points in today's league. Even some of the role players will put up big points from the past. But what they do in the Ticket TV on that stream, them freaking ganging up on them, 1 versus 5, and then muting them and kicking them out of the stream and all kinds of stuff. Nope, he ain't get me on that show. Nope. Not gonna do it. But it's just so funny. I think I talked about this last week because we all know the elephant in the room when it comes to LeBron is the whole allegations towards him. It's so funny. I just hear these dudes talk on either the Players' Choice or even on Tickets, his own live streams, how these dudes get so emotional about LeBron allegedly being connected to something like that. These dudes get so in their feelings, so protective over a man that wouldn't give a crap about them. They don't even know they exist. They more protective over LeBron than their own kids, if they got some, or their own family members. I don't get that. And another thing I don't get, whenever LeBron is in some heat, they always got to point out somebody else. What about him? What about ism? It's the what about isms that piss me off. Like they keep, like I said, they had the allegations against LeBron. They keep trying to drag Giannis's name into it. I don't know why. That's like their number one goal, to go after him. They just keep going after him because he looks big. He looks this. Giannis's progression when it comes to his body type was a slow thing. From the time he got into the league up until that first picture was released, which I think was the 2018-2019 season. I think that was the season when he started looking like that. That was a slow progression. Because they told him, they said, you need to get in the weight room. You're getting bullied out there. But they keep going back to him because they don't want to face the smoke that LeBron might have to face. So even if these allegations somehow, I'm saying, allegedly are true, to become true, what are these LeBron tards going to do then? That's my question. What is going to happen if these allegations are true? Anybody answer that question for me? Producer Matari, you think the Lakers will make it to the playoffs? Do I think the Lakers will make it to the playoffs? They're currently in ninth. That means they're playing. If they lose tonight against the Dallas Mavericks, they'll be 34-37. I think they'll be either tied with OKC or somebody like that, Utah, something like that. I think that either drop them to 10th or even out of the play-in. No, I don't think they can make the playoffs. And even if they did make the playoffs, I don't think they're going to last long at all. So, Tiki TV is roasting them motherfuckers. Players' Choice are flat out disrespect. Tried to watch them, but they disrespect towards Kobe and other greats, so that discouraged me to follow them. Nigga, I can't sit there and watch it. Even with tickets on it, it's hilarious. I can't sit there and watch that stuff because whew, man, I can't do it. The ignorance. And they always got these goofballs on that show. I think the one when Ticket put on his own channel about what they was doing, there was this one freaking Point Dexter on there. Oh my goodness, he cracks me up with the way he talks. You can't be telling all these fallacies. You're telling too many things. That's not true, Ticket. That's not true. These are fallacies. That's not true. That's the double barrel fallacy. I'm like, dude, do you even know basketball? Go back to the science books, my guy. She whiz. Half of these dudes that come on that panel don't even know basketball. They think basketball runs through LeBron James. Players' Choice even compare Jokic with Kobe. I didn't understand that at all. Nope. I didn't understand it at all. Remember when legend of winning said Jokic is better than what? What? Am I reading that right? Let me read this again. Remember when legend of winning said Jokic is better than Hakeem?
Delusions. Delusions.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy.
Oh, how you done it, but I know you done.
All right. I had to take time to process that in my head. Did they really Legend of Winning said Jokic is better than Hakeem? I wish I had my camera out now so you can guys see my face right now. See, this is why nobody can take people serious. How Jokic better than Hakeem? I'm having a tough time trying to process that in my head. Let me hold on for a minute. I'm trying to process this right now. Hold on. Just to make sure that I'm not tripping right now. I can't believe I just saw that. Josh, you ruined my whole night when seeing that. I can't believe I just saw what I just saw. I had to go to here right quick. Hakeem Olajuwon, right? He's a two-time NBA champion, two-time NBA Finals MVP. He's a regular season MVP. Okay, Jokic got one more than that. Okay. But guess who Hakeem was playing with and against during these times? He's a 12-time All-Star, a 6-time NBA first team, second team, 3-time second team, 3-time third team, 2-time defensive player of the year, 5-time defensive first team, 4-time defensive second team, rookie team, rebounding leader, blocks leader, anniversary team, 50 and 75, NCAA rebounding leader. Yeah, he's all that. Okay. Let's look at this right quick. Sure, I ain't tripping. Ain't set tripping. All right. Jokic is a 2-time NBA MVP, 5-time All-Star, first team, second team, rookie, first team. First of all, where is Jokic defensive stats in here? Like, where is his team? His defensive player of the year? Where is his rings at? These kids, man. Player's choice. All them dudes on there that be on there on the regular. All those kids on there, they do not know basketball. They know stats and analytics. They never played the game. And if they did play the game, If they played the game before, they weren't good at it and never was. They sit in their mama's basement with a do not disturb sign on their door. They don't got no car. They don't even pay their own rent. They don't even know how to grocery shop. You know, I'm not even going to go in there like that. Real hoopers, real basketball, people who watch basketball for years and hoop basketball know that Hakeem Olajuwon is 10 times better than Jokic. Why is the dudes on Players' Choice going out there and trying to influence these kids younger than him and telling these lies? The dream. This is the problem I have with other NBA YouTubers and also people like ESPN, FS1. The lies they tell. That wasn't even funny. God, man. That's why I'm here. That's all stats coaches, fans just watch highlights without context, without study the game, studying different areas of basketball, rules and spacings. That's why we have ignorant fans. And that's why some of these dudes go out there and when I go out there with some of these dudes and play basketball, that's why no one can play basketball. They think because they can dunk and dribble and they can't even dribble right, they carrying half the time, double dribbling and traveling and saying, oh, that's part of the game. Harden does that. This, and that other. Got no concept of the game. Got no court awareness. Can't even rebound. Motherfuckers can't even shoot well. They just quick and fast. Got no knowledge of the game mentally. You tell them they suck, they want to square up. That's how soft they are. And according to him, he said Jokic has more range, a better score than Hakeem, and his passing ability. These dudes never watched basketball in their day in their life. Hakeem crisscrossed David Robinson and Shaq on the way to winning rings. Hakeem was probably the best center of the 90s. Probably was. Jokic is now in the best center of his generation right now. God, man. It also helps if you train basketball and play the game. I played on an amateur level in high school that gives you a different perspective of the game. Now it's a spectator. That's what I'm saying. These dudes never played basketball before. I have. I was trained by people who was on that level, professional level, that played overseas, that trained NBA players in the fundamentals, played against some NBA players. What are these dudes talking about? Oh my goodness. Well, Lowe doesn't bring us the defensive skills and footwork and his post play. That's why they call him the dream. I guess Lowe never saw that game against David Robinson when he shook David Robinson on his shoes and underwear. No, I'm from Europe. They teach the fundamentals to kids since they start training with little kids from 7 years old. It's all about fundamentals, and in Europe, coaches are going to yell at you. You know what, Nikolai? When I was growing up, around that age, they taught fundamentals a lot. Matter of fact, before I even got to even playing basketball on the team level, my dad is a coach, right? He had me out there working on all kinds of drills. Even though I ain't like all those drills, but he had me out there doing all them drills. That's why, not to toot my own horn, that's why I got impeccable footwork. That's why people ask me, how do you know how to pull up and do a mid-range turnaround jumper like that because I worked on it, buddy. I didn't work on dribbling from side to side, not know how to explode to. That's another thing about dudes now these days. Dudes don't dribble to get to the basket. They dribble to get on a highlight mixtape. That's what infuriates me playing with dudes younger than 25. They just want to cross somebody. Get to the basket. Don't sit there and dribble for 8-10 minutes and shoot an air ball. But I get what you're saying, Nikolai. They used to be like this out in the States, but all of a sudden they're doing something else that I don't understand. They teaching dribbling more than other stuff. But anyways, not to mention the legend of winning the dream won his championship as a 6 seed. Nobody has ever done that. Jokic was a 6 seed last year, lost in the first round in 5 games. That is true. That is very much true. Ah, man. What are we going to do about these kids, man? What are we going to do about these kids telling lies? Jokic hasn't even played in the finals yet. At least, how old was Hakeem when he got to his first finals? Let's see here. '86. Rockets got to the finals in '86, but they lost in 6 games against the greatest team, probably one of the greatest teams in NBA history, the Boston Celtics. So Hakeem got to the finals in '86, right? Hakeem was born in 1963. So that would have made him 23 years old. So at 23 years old, Hakeem was already at a finals appearance. He just so happened to go against one of the best teams that the league ever seen before. The 86 Boston Celtics. The same 86 Boston Celtics that had their hands full with a young ass Michael Jordan, who was also 23 years old at the time. Jokic. Well, how old is Jokic now? He just turned 28. Jokic at 23 years old would have been 2018. Jokic at 2018. What did they do in 2000? What did the Nuggets do in 2018? 2018 season, right? At 23. They lost to the Portland Trailblazers, right? It is that since he lost to the Portland Trailblazers in 7. Yeah, get out my face with this, man. Oh my goodness. These kids don't know nothing about basketball. Exactly. Hop step, 1-2 step, pull up, using your body, attack the basket, using mid-range, no steps for just move the ball, shoot too many threes, and coaches are gonna get mad. Yeah, I got benched one time because I shot too many threes. And this is before Stephen Curry even came around. Wait a minute. Was it probably a year before Steph Curry came around? This is the same guy they say will take Harden over the answer. Yeah, these kids don't know anything, man. They don't know nothing about basketball. Too much isolation ball, and the coach is going to bench you. See, when I play pickup games, right, my strategy is, on offense at least, is to move the ball around, pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and roll, pick and pop. Don't fall in love with the 3 so much, especially if you can't shoot a 3-pointer, can't shoot. That's how you win games playing pickup now. Because most of these dudes, like you said, Nikolai, they play isolation ball. I remember, quick story before I get off of here, because I'm about to get off here pretty soon. Quick story. So I think it was probably almost 5 years ago, right? It was Memorial Day weekend. We was playing. It was just a pickup game, actually, but we was playing at a gym, right? open gym. I didn't have the best team, right? So I had my two boys, right? They're not really basketball players, but they can go out there and hustle and play defense. But one of my boys, brother-in-law, he can play. High school stud and everything, somewhat. But he can play. We got all these dudes coming in. All these dudes coming in with their teams and everything. Got their own teams of 5 and everything. These dudes can, of course, dunk. They're fast and all this stuff. They play high school ball. They're younger than me. Everybody was younger than me, mostly in there. I was around 28 at the time. But all these dudes got their own team. They're young and fast. They know how to hoop and all that stuff. Guess what we did, right, Nikolai? We smoked them dudes. We absolutely smoked them. We played, I think we only played 4 games because I think after the 4th game, I think everybody, them dudes got mad and got in their feelings. But we smoked them. So the first game we played against them, they was doing nothing but they was up because it was going to 15. They was actually up 11-1 against us. But we know what we did? We buckled down, played defense, pick and roll. Everybody got the ball. Everybody touched the ball. They went ISO because they thought they was going to go one-on-one with us. But we was playing also team defense as well. After that game, we came back and won that game. After that game, we smoked everybody, getting them in their feelings. Dude wanted to fight me because I was getting in his head. A whole bunch of stuff. That's the difference between isolation ball and team ball. I never forget that because that was probably the perfect display of basketball I ever seen, even though I was playing it. Because that's how you're supposed to play the game. And the reason why I remember because they was mad. They all walked out of the gym mad as hell because they couldn't win the game because they thought they'll stack their team up, but they couldn't play no defense. I was lighting their best player up. They play isolation ball I don't know why they continue to keep playing isolation ball, but anyways, that's how they play basketball these days. Franchise, did you hear what Aaron Rodgers said on Pat McAfee show that he's arguably the greatest Packer of all time? Here's the thing about him saying that. He's not wrong, but he's wrong. I think most Packer fans would probably look at someone like a Bart Starr, maybe some other players. But he's not wrong when he says that because you got to think he is one of the best quarterbacks that played the game. He's definitely better than Brett Favre. But the problem with him is he didn't win enough when it comes to winning Super Bowls. But I will definitely put him in the top 5 of greatest Packers. But his narcissism is getting to him too much. And I don't know what it is with him as of late. I don't know if it's because what's been going on with the Packers is not all his fault. I would say the last couple of years has been his fault. But before that, I would say it was the front office not giving him what he wanted. But I think he has worn out his welcome. And this whole, what you put right here, darkness retreat, all this, what he's been saying, has probably irked me as well as other Packers fans. My dad was the biggest probably Aaron Rodgers supporter. But you know what? My dad's saying it's Jordan Love's time. And I think a majority of Packer fans are starting to say that. Now, I think he needs to shut the hell up and stop talking because he's going to ruin himself when it comes to the Packer fans. I don't know how a majority of Packers fans feel about Brett Favre as of now with those not any allegations with what he did down in Mississippi. I don't know how people feel about that. So I, for one, Brett Favre has gone down on my list a lot. But yeah, he needs to shut the hell up. Stop talking and just go to the New York Jets because we're done with him. But he's not wrong when he said he's probably top 5 Packer of all time. How tall am I? 6 foot. I wish I was taller. But I am a baller. I read that. Frank B, what's good? Late to the topic, but I do think the Bucks can win it. Yes, if everyone stays healthy. I'm beginning to notice that the Clippers are playing better with Westbrook. Yeah, they are, but here's the thing. It don't mean nothing if you can't do the same thing in the playoffs. What's good, JJ? As a Packer fan, I'm glad they moved on from Aaron Rodgers. I was pissed with Rodgers. Since that Super Bowl, he's constantly melted down in the playoffs. Well, I would say he melted down the playoffs, or not melted down the last couple of years. I wouldn't say it's, like I said, it was not totally all his fault, because I do remember against the 49ers back when they had Kaepernick, both those years, the defense got smoked. And even when they had Jimmy G, when they played the conference championship game in not even San Francisco, Santa Clara, that's where the stadium's at. Beautiful stadium, actually. They got smoked there because the defense couldn't keep up with Rashad Morris, whatever his name is. Last year was on him. I don't know what the hell he was thinking against the Lions. Against the 49ers again the year before that, it was on him and Devontae Adams. So, yeah, it's 50-50. Packers front office for not getting what he needed on defense, and also him for just choking. 2016, well, that wasn't him. He got them to the NFC Championship against the Falcons. 2014, he got them there to play against the Seahawks. But you know what? McPuddin' choked by coaching stupidly, by being timid, by being too conservative. Y'all guys just keep getting up with topics. Can the Bulls fire Billy Donovan? Oh, maybe. Maybe you might get Ime Udoka. You never know. What's your thoughts on Lonzo getting his third surgery? I don't know, man. That sucks. He's that young getting that type of surgery. I guess he has to have cartilage replacement or something like that. But yeah. Right now his brother has surpassed him. I think his brother's hurt too right now. Not Lonzo, but Melo's out for the rest of the season. Kind of sucks for both of them, but you know what? I think I made this joke before, but everybody talk about LeVar Ball getting his sons to the NBA, but guess who got their sons to the NBA and their sons got rings now? Rest in peace to Charles Antetokounmpo, because three of his 4 sons got rings now. Man, he got 4 sons to the league. At least one has been very successful. The other one is just, I wouldn't say biting off his younger brother's success, but at least he got 4 sons into the league and playing, and not I wouldn't say drama. None of the Ball brothers been in really big drama. Maybe Melo dating Instagram thoughts, but outside of that, they ain't saying they're bad kids. But yeah, it sucks for Lonzo, because I think he seemed like a decent kid. JJ, truth be told, Bulls had never been the same since MJ retired from the team. Yep. Too Raw has said that. Nikolai, what's your top quarterbacks of all time? Relax, franchise on 5'11" or 6 foot with shoes to boost my ego. Play basketball. Jeans can help. No, I'm not tripping over my height. It is what it is. I got my mom's genes, but most of her side of the family is tall because my cousin. You know, don't want to spray that secret. Don't want to put that secret out there. Oh, what the hell? He kind of did it already. No time to explain. He's been on this channel. We did a live stream during the All-Star game. That's my cousin, real cousin. He got lucky. He got the tall genes. He's 6'6". He got the lucky genes. Because my mom's side of the family is just tall for some reason. Dad's side of the family, not so much. Don't know why. But my dad's side of the family, they athletic as hell. I don't know why though. So I got that gene. Frank B, unfortunately, the Bulls just can't get nothing right. Yeah, they can't. Is Big Ben a top 10 quarterback of all time? Nah, I don't think he is. I think he had to put other people in front of him. Unfortunately, maybe top 20. Maybe I could list the top 10. I always have a tough time trying to list top 10 of everything. I will put Tom Brady, as much as I don't like him, I'll put Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, maybe even Patrick Mahomes, freaking Johnny Unitas. Did I say Steve Young? If I didn't say Steve Young, I'll put a whole bunch of quarterbacks before Big Ben. He's probably top 20. If anything. Oh yeah, no tiny spice. Still can find his channel. Yeah, the E is backwards, so it's kind of hard to find it. Shoot. Let me see if I can link it in the chat right quick. Let me be back. Shoot, it's not even gonna let me do that. What the hell? What is going on? Let's see something right quick. Work it the other way. All right. Copy. All right. Here we go. I posted the link to his channel in the chat. That's the link to No Time to Explain his channel, right? Oh shoot, I ain't had the mic right there. That's the posted link right there, Josh. So that's his link to his channel, to one of his videos. You can subscribe from there. I need to get him on more. JJ Alonso, for Alonso, that's trash, but I never give LeVar Ball, but I will give LeVar Ball huge credit as a tough love dad by getting his sons in the NBA. Black fathers don't get any or very little love in the media. Yeah, I think the problem with LeVar Ball, he was too abrasive and too loud for people. That's why they didn't like him. Compared to T. Morant, is the total opposite. They're doing Lamar. Yeah, they are. Nikolai, I gotta go. Wish you all the best to you, franchise, the guys in chat. Glad to catch up with you. Appreciate it. No problem, Nikolai. No problem. And as far as me is concerned, I gotta get out of here because I gotta make a stop somewhere right quick. But let me go through the whole chat right quick. Shout out to everybody in there who's in the chat. So shout out to Josh. I know he's been in here. A loyal supporter and subscriber, produced by Tyler. I think this is his first time in here, but shout out to him. Shout out to Frank B, because I know he was in here. Shout out to Yusiki Knight. Shout out to Sean. He was in here for a split second. I know it's St. Patty's Day. Shout out to Pedro. Try to forget anybody I'm missing. Shout out to Nikolai one more time. Frank B. I just said Frank B. Shout out to everybody else in the chat I can't think of right now. Yeah, Kings are second seed in media. Still hasn't talked about it. Nope. Small market team. Smaller than Milwaukee. The funny thing, they're smaller than Milwaukee, too. It's weird. Great stream as always, friends. Don't forget to like the stream. Yes. Don't forget to like the stream on the way out as well. But I gotta plug my other two channels. Franchise History TV, my original channel, when I talk about entertainment like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Terminator, Jurassic Park, etc., etc. That channel. Also, my other channel, Lone Wolf Adventure TV, I talk about mainly I've been talking about theme parks. So that sort of thing. Got those two. Should try to link those down below. Oh, for real? Probably should hook up the phone and see those two teams play. Probably not. I had some stuff to do, but I got those two channels. I got to probably link them down below somewhere or in another video. I got to put them on my YouTube channel, on this channel. But that's it, everybody. I'm out of here. Y'all be safe out there. Thanks for watching the stream. Make sure you like the stream as well. And anybody out there lurking that was in the chat, I mean, not in the chat, but watching, make sure you subscribe too. I make good content. It's better than ESPN FS1. But shout out to everyone else. Shout out to everyone else in the YouTube world, basketball world as well. I'm out of here. Peace.